Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zang here, and today I'm back with another episode of Road to Rank, where I climb the online VGC 16 ladder and provide live commentary as I go. We're just gonna hop into today's episode, currently with a rating of 1787, so let's see if we can hit the 1800s. I think this might actually be the very last episode with the team, maybe for a couple days at least. I know Hibiki actually wants the team back to play in the International Challenge with, so we're gonna find Luke from New York with a rating of 1727 to kick off the episode. As always, if you enjoy Road to Rank, please share support by leaving a like in the video. Would really appreciate it. In addition, if you haven't checked out the last episode, definitely do so. A really fun game. But Luke here is going to be having a team of Zapdos, Kangaskhan, Kyogre, Rayquaza, Weavile, and Scizor. The order there was just so weird. But, you know, pretty interesting matchup, obviously, since we have 4 of the 6 same Pokemon. I do want to consider bringing Sceptile here, but it can't touch the Scizor. Or Kangaskhan dunks on it. Zapdos, if it has HP Ice, can dunk on it. So that's a cause for concern. However, Clef Kyogre could be a decent option. Like, I could go Clef Kyogre, Rayquaza, Zapdos, which is actually what I'm leaning towards right now. I still like Mega Evolving Zapdos. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. Weavile is a big deal, so I'm going to want to knock that out before anything else because of the Icicle Crash pressure. But I can do so if I get one Water Spout off, because then Extreme Speed can chunk it, or finish it off, I should say. And if it's Life Orb, it's even better for me. So we're going to get into this first game. Let's see how it goes. It's going to be Kangaskhan Zapdos here against Clef and Kyogre, which I would say is good for me because, I mean, it's kind of tricky here because my opponent's most likely going to want to switch. So there's kind of all these predictions that can happen right away. It's like, should I Encore the Kangaskhan expecting Fake Out? Who is he going to Fake Out here? What's he going to do? Blah, 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 blah. I mean, even if I double protect, what can he really do? I think I'm just going to double protect here. It's the safest option. I mean, obviously he can pull out a switch and Tailwind. No, he can... Well, the other question is, does he have Weavile? Given Kangaskhan and Zapdos, you would think that Rayquaza and Kyogre are going to be the back two, which is fine by me. Could have just obviously gone for a Follow Me turn 1 and Water Spouted. He'll stay in with both, so that's promising. However, actually, yeah, he could side Power Up Punch himself right now, and that would be bad because, you know, it'd mean that he'd be able to return or Double Edge Knockout Clef next turn, and then Thunderbolt to reduce my damage. I think that's actually what we're going to see here. Zapdos, Thunderbolt, Double Edge. Okay, cool. So he just doubled up into Clef there. Perfect opportunity now for me to just go for Follow Me and Water Spout. Because, you know, he has to double up onto Clef. Or, I mean, he has to double up with attacks right now if he wants to pick up a knockout. But if you Double Edge Thunderbolt, then I just pick up a double knockout with Water Spout, most likely. Because you're going to take the recoil. I mean, Zapdos can maybe hang on, but then I get a free switch into Ray. So that's why I did lead with Clef and Kyogre. And, you know, my opponent, if he had Power Up Punch, I probably would have considered Power Up Punching Zapdos, but that's still a risky play because, you know, it depends on what you expect. No Switch Outs here either, which is surprising, but I'm not complaining. As we are just going to see a Double Edge come out, no surprise there. Maybe hoping I would not go for the redirection. So Clef's going to be able to hang on from that, and it's also going to be able to take this Thunderbolt. So I'm taking the trade here, but that's a trade I'm willing to take. And it is going to be Thunderbolt coming out, yep. But, you know, goal is to protect the Kyogre. Kyogre is pretty darn protected. Also, Kangaskhan Mega Evolve, meaning my opponent's Rayquaza in the back cannot Mega Evolve. That's also a big deal. If he brought Rayquaza. And Water Spout does pick up the double knockout. Nice. So that was a really good turn. Basically, first 2 turns have played out exactly how I've wanted them to play out. And I'm actually going to bring out Zapdos right now. Don't want to bring out Rayquaza just yet because I want to close the game out with that. And I can set up Tailwind on my end here, but I don't think I'm actually going to do that, as Zapdos is the fastest Pokemon on the field. So I think I'm honestly just going to Thunderbolt Kyogre and Ice Beam Rayquaza, regardless of what he goes for. Since he can't Mega Evolve the Rayquaza, he, you know, Dragon Ascents won't be picking up knockouts anytime. You know, even if he's faster, like, since Zapdos here is going to be the fastest Pokemon on the field, he doesn't have enough pressure to deal with both of my Pokemon. He's staring down some pretty big offensive threats right now. I've got Rayquaza in the back, so definitely feel good about my position, but, you know, it's certainly not over, and I don't want to choke it. But I'm content because, you know, he could have switched out, and he actually goes for a Draco Meteor. Rayquaza being faster. I think I've... Okay, well, What? So he's Life Orb. Okay, I'm not max speed like I thought I was. I should have double checked on that. I think I'm modest? Maybe I am timid, but not full speed since I've gotten some investment. But somehow I survived that with literally 1 HP. So the invisible focus sash coming out. It actually really doesn't make a difference here because he's Life Orb and I'm faster anyway. So even if he picks up that knockout, Ice Beam knocks out Rayquaza, and then it's Kyogre, and then my Rayquaza with the focus sash against his Kyogre. And he went for the Origin Pulse. So yeah, I mean, he would have gotten a single target Origin Pulse off there against the Ogre, but seeing that my Kyogre was faster. But that could have been potentially scary there. Obviously thought my Zapdos was max speed, so do have to apologize for that. Should have double checked on that, but you know, I knew that I basically had the game locked up anyway. Even if, I mean, like, I guess if the Kyogre, I mean, if the Rayquaza Dragon Ascent crits Kyogre since he did have the Life Orb, then maybe I lose, but now it's just game over. And his Kyogre being slower than mine also pretty interesting. So yeah, this is a really straightforward match and a pretty fast one at that as well, but I'm not gonna complain. Basically got the exact lead matchup I was hoping for. And he didn't switch out into Kyogre or Rayquaza at any point, so Water Spout was able to just dunk, you know, my opponent's Pokemon. And anytime you go up 3-2 and you can still have momentum in your favor in terms of super effectiveness and matchups, and it's really good. So Dragon Assault's just going to come out, going to dunk on that Kyogre, going to pick up the knockout, and the win for our first game in today's episode. So I really would have liked to bring Mega Sceptile there, but unfortunately, the poor lizard just couldn't come out. I think it's a lizard. Yeah, I mean... I still can't. The invisible focus sash though, that was pretty clutch. I mean, I don't think it really mattered since he did have Life Orb, but kind of funny and good lesson to learn there. But yeah, that game played out how I wanted it to. I think if you're my opponent, the plays, you know, you might have to consider making are power up punching your own Zapdos, because if you do that, you actually put yourself in such a good position. That actually puts us over the 1800s once again. Let's see if we can sustain it and pick up another win, or whether we drop back down. But yeah, I mean, if you're my opponent there, like, since Weavile wasn't a factor, or Scizor, honestly, I mean, both of those could have been decent Pokemon to switch turn 1 if you're expecting the double protect. But that's why there are always so many mind games when you're running Kyogre. It's like, do you expect them to protect, or do you know, like, protect obviously is a good move, but it gives your opponent the opportunity to capitalize off it by pulling out switches, by setting up. So, for example, Kangaskhan could have Power Up Punch, Zapdos could have Tailwinded, we could have seen a switch out. And if my opponent had Weavile in the back, you switch out into Weavile and then fake out Thunderbolt. Or if you have Scizor, you know, Bullet Punch. Although, I think a Kyogre or Rayquaza switch in actually would have been the best. But we're going to find Lisi from Mexico for our next opponent. See if we can pick up a win here. Wow, really interesting team. I'm loving the teams we've seen on Road to Rank the last couple of days. It's been really cool. Salamence, Togekiss, Dialga Zapdos, Thundurus, and Xerneas. I mean, there's so much to talk about here. The Togekiss, and first of all, is really interesting. It's been a Pokemon that's honestly had a good amount of success in VGC. It's kind of a niche pick, but really strong with redirection and, you know, Tailwind, Air Slash, 60% chance to flinch, not including the chance to miss, obviously, because of Serene Grace. But, yeah, I mean, it's so weird to see Zapdos and Thundurus on the same team, because those are often basically used for the exact same roles. I mean, they do pretty different things, but they're like the bulky electric-type Pokemon, and it's not common to see both. And then Dialga Xerneas, that's a very rare legendary combination. Don't think I really want Sceptile here, especially with the redirection support from Togekiss. Zapdos could be worth bringing, honestly. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of this matchup either. Maybe I could go Clefogre, actually. No, let's go with Zapdos. Zapdos. Kyogre? Scizor, Rayquaza. I'm gonna go full offense here. Dialga could actually be kind of troublesome. Superpower obviously is a pretty good way to deal with it, but you know, I don't have a ground type attack to hit it for super effective. So this is a scary matchup, honestly. I think it's a little bit more in favor of my opponent. Maybe I should have brought Clef, but Zap Ogre gives me the option to Tailwind Protect turn 1 immediately, and if my opponent brings out Men's Zapdos, puts on pressure. It's gonna be Togekiss Xerneas. I'm also okay with that, because the nice thing is, if you just get some chip damage off against the Xerneas, Bullet Punch does 60-70% with the Life Orb, so all you need is, you know, get an attack off before it gets the Geomancy. So my opponent has a bunch of options right now for potential plays. You could protect Tailwind if you're expecting me to Thunderbolt Xern. I don't think Togekiss should be faster, so I think I'm just going to Thunderbolt Water Spout here. He could protect Togekiss though, that would be bad. Nope, he followed me. Good, 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 good. So, I'm fine. He's gonna get the Geomancy up probably, but, you know, that's whatever, because now it's in Bullet Punch KO range. Thunderbolt does so much damage to Togekiss there, too. He does get it before the Water Spout, you know, which is a little bit frustrating, but I think I'll be able to do the little bit of damage I need for Bullet Punch to pick up the knockout. Perhaps not a little bit, obviously. It's a little bit than just a little bit, but that's okay. A little bit, then a little bit, not speaking proper English. Okay, so it gets the Geomancy boost. Here's a Water Spout coming out. So it's a fainted Togekiss. Wow, that still did over 50%. That's so strong. That's too strong. OP needs nerf. So there's Mence or Dialga in the back, or my guess is. Unless we do see a... Nope, it's gonna be Dialga. Okay, that's cool. Let's see. Yeah, so I think I'm actually just gonna sack the Zapdos here. Go for a last-ditch Tailwind and protect. I want him to knock out Zapdos so I get my free switching into Scizor, then I just Bullet Punch Water Spout, and he can't use Fire-type attacks against Kyogre. But he could predict this. He does smartly enough go for a Dazzling Gleam. And that actually knocks out Zapdos, which was what I was hoping for, so I'm happy. Oh, that did not just happen. Oh, fudge. That's not good, that's not good, that's not good. Oh, that is not good at all. Oh, bullocks. I think I might superpower here. Oh my gosh, I did not see that coming. I deserve to lose this. I don't, even if I predicted that, I don't know what I could have done. Oh, holy shamoly. The question is, do I want to predict the Protect from Zern? I guess I'll still Bullet Punch and... Oh, that's just so bad. That is so bad. Oh, he protected too. I could have superpowered there, but... I can't believe this is happening. Dragon Pulse. Into Ogre, I think. Oh, sir, that's a lot of damage, sir. That's not nice. Oh, I should have superpowered. I didn't want to go in on that prediction. He might not expect superpower. I'm going for the superpower play here. It's not over by any means, especially if I can pick up a knockout. Oh wow, he went for the double. Okay, okay, okay. And he gets it, which is even more helpful since I didn't target it. Sorry, that's not nice of you. Okay, smartly enough does target down Scizor, but that's okay, I think. Dude, what the... Come on, man! You can cheese me, but don't do that! I think I actually would have won the game, because I superpower, Xerneas is in Bullet Punch, he can't, I mean, he can go for the triple, but... Oh, that sucks. I mean, credits to my opponent, he had a great strategy, but... I'm just frustrated because, like, he was in a position where he looked like he was going to win. I went for the superpower play. He carelessly, not carelessly, but he went for the double protect, not expecting a superpower. Even if I didn't pick up that knockout, like, next turn I Bullet Punch Xerneas, and then Dialga will probably be in KO range. So, I mean, now I lose. I needed that superpower, so that sucks. That really does suck. But, that was cool, man. Props to my opponent. I thought it was a really comfortable game. I really do think I would have won without the crit, but it is what it is. Bullocks, bullocks. There's no way I can really win unless I Extreme Speed knockout Xerneas, somehow get a crit, and then he Dragon Pulses Rayquaza, and then I get a freeze. Okay. Can we get a freeze? Unless he Dragon Pulses Kyogre. No, he does Dragon Pulse Salamence. I mean, sorry, it's not Salamence, it's Rayquaza. Ah, why couldn't I get the superpower off? Ah. Freeze! Freeze! Oh. Well, can't say I didn't try. His last one was Zapdos. So maybe he still would have won even if I didn't pick up that knockout. Dang, Saiba Dialga! That's about the last thing I would have ever predicted, ever. GG, sir. Really cool. Really, really cool. And I got owned. I don't know. I mean, like, let's say what I should have done was definitely just predict the Xerneas to protect that first turnaround. Because if I get that and I protect, I mean, even if I don't protect Ogre yet, like, so even though I got unlucky, like, I didn't play perfectly. So credit to my opponent, obviously. Wow, that was a really interesting team. I don't know. I don't have a way to deal with Psychop, honestly, and my Dialga matchup is pretty poop. Probably have enough time for a third game, honestly, so I think I'm gonna go look for a third game. That was crazy. Dang. Psychop Dialga. That's actually the first time I've ever went up against that in VGC 2016, so unfortunately that does bring us down back into the 1700s, but I don't mind that. I mean, credit to my opponent. That was a really well played game. And like I said, like, this team doesn't have great Dialga answers. Like, Dialga, typically you want strong stab type attacks, and, you know, you can Water Spout, but Dialga resists almost all of Rayquaza and Kyogre's moves. Zapdos resists all of Zapdos' moves. Clef can't do anything against it. Except like in Dragon Pulse, but gets knocked out in return. So, gonna be a 3-game episode today. We're gonna find Breaker for our last opponent with the Big 16, but no Kangaskhan, actually, which is pretty interesting. Salamence, Xerneas, Talonflame, Groudon, Amoonguss, and Smeargle. So let's see if we can pick up a win here. Oh man, that last one was so cool though. I don't mind losing that even to a crit. Yeah, I think, I don't know, if he didn't get that crit I win, because then Bullet Punch knocks out Xerneas and then you don't have enough firepower with Zapdos. But yeah, I can't dwell on that too much. Let's see. So, I feel like Zapdos Scizor is really my go-to, as we saw in the second game yesterday, and Kyogre Rayquaza in the back. So, poor Sceptile not really making an appearance at all today, but we did not get to feast on any dual primal teams. Sorry, buddy. The Amoonguss here is the different factor, though, because that's the one Pokemon that, you know, Kangaskhan's obviously over that when you have the Big 6 team composition. So, going to be interested to see whether that makes an appearance now, because that actually is pretty troublesome. Shoot, that's actually really bad. Like, Amoonguss Xerneas kind of crushes me. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Though I guess I can capitalize by going for Tailwind, switching to Rayquaza. Oh, I don't want to see Amoonguss. Please don't bring Amoonguss. Be a good friend. You're gonna bring Amoonguss. I mean, Amoonguss is good here. Okay. Zap Scizor. Show me the money. Okay, those are Fire-type Pokemon. That's good. I am okay with that. Yes. Yes, I am. I'm okay with that. But there's so many mind games already. Oy vey. Most obvious play is just a Thunderbolt Talonflame switch out into Kyogre. But that's so obvious. Or switch into Kyogre, HP Water, Dunk Groudon. Actually, I like that more, because even if you Brave Bird, you could protect Tailwind, but then if I get Weather Control in, it's a lot better for me. So I'm going to go for the surprise HP Water, because I hate Groudon. Like, Talonflame is a lot more bearable, because yes, it's a Fire-type Pokemon, but Groudon just puts on so much more pressure offensively, and it's bulkier. Whereas Talonflame, if it Brave Bird or Flare Blitz, takes like 30% of recoil damage, Extreme Speed can almost knock it out, Feint does like 25% with the Life Orb, and the Technician Boost. I mean, this could be risky, right? Like, Talonflame's a Pokemon that typically doesn't carry Protect. Oh, come on, man. Stop making me look dumb. Good play. Oh, that's, darn it! Why couldn't that be HP Ice? I'm guessing he's gonna go for the Tailwind play here. That'd make the most sense. So this isn't the worst case scenario if he's Tailwinding. I guess he just really didn't. Yeah, I mean, he wanted Weather Control. Great play there. Very good play. He's probably going to get a heart attack from seeing the hidden power first, and then he's going to laugh. Yeah, he does Tailwind. So, you know, not knocking out Talonflame is not the worst case here, because I don't give him a free knockout, or a free switch-in. I bet his heart is pounding right now. He's like, oh god, it's over. I mean, obviously, it's good damage. He probably knows I'm HP Water now. Seeing these two, he's probably got Zern in the back, so no Amoonguss, which is a big deal. But now we've got some mind games because I could switch my Zapdos out into my Salamence, or excuse me, my Rayquaza and go for a water type attack, but that's kind of obvious. Alternatively, I can Ice Beam, or Thunderbolt, or Tailwind. I can do so many plays, man. I think the one I'm actually leaning most towards is Thunderbolting Zapdos and Thunderbolting with Zapdos onto Salamence. And he does stay in with both, that's good. Because if I were my opponent, I would double up into Ogre right now. I mean, even if Thunderbolt doesn't pick up the KO, that's fine with me. It'll do a lot of damage. And I need to save this. I mean, I could have Thunderbolted Talonflame there, obviously. But like I said, Talonflame's easier to knock out. Yep, Brave Bird, Double Edge. But it's still obviously not over, that's just one turn. That's a little bit less there than I would have liked, honestly, but, okay. I don't have any switch-ins. It's the most annoying thing. But I suppose I can just Thunderbolt here, since, yeah. I'll just Thunderbolt and Ice Beam. Okay. That's even better for me. I don't get that play too much. Maybe expecting a switch out. But now I knock out Talonflame, that's one threat to my Scizor gone. Jeez, another crit. These crits have not been fun today, man. That's also annoying because now I'm in Hyper Voice KO range, where I don't think he would have put me in Hyper Voice KO range before. But I was expecting to lose Kyogre here, so I'm not going to complain too much. So that's 2 turns of Tailwind gone. It is the last turn now. My opponent, of course, does get a free switch in. I would expect to see Xerneas come out, maybe to go for Geomancy setup now. Show me the money. That's Growlithe. That's cool with me, son. That's actually really cool with me. Yeah, that's cool, man. I don't think I want to switch out Kyogre here. I'm just going to sack Ogre. Because then what this allows me to do is bring in my Rayquaza, then Mega Evolve Extreme Speed HP Water. And then Scizor is obviously in the back as well. Yep, he's just going to Hyper Voice. Oh, don't sub or Sword Dance, please, man. Go for an Eruption. What? I survived? I kind of wanted that knockout, but okay, I'll take that, I guess. Huh? We take those? Exclamation mark, question mark? Yeah, I actually wanted him to knock me out, because now he can Geomancy and maybe pull something off. Can he pull something off? Well, he went for a Fire Punch, probably doesn't have Eruption. I'm going to Thunderbolt here and just Ice Beam. Damn it. Why didn't you pick up that KO? It's one of the only times I wanted to... I mean, right, that talks a lot about VGC, though. Like, sometimes the knockouts are good, but... I don't know. Like, the reason why I wanted that knockout... Okay, he doesn't Protect here with either. He does just go for Geomancy, but he does Outspeed. That's troublesome. Oh, Bullocks. Maybe I should have switched into Rayquaza here. Or I should have doubled up on Zern, because Thunderbolt might not put him in Bullet Punch KO range now. I'm bad. Might have choked this one away. Still does good damage, actually. I'm actually faster with Kyogre as well. Interesting. Oh, he has a Rock Slide. Dude, why do you have Rock Slide? That's a mean move. I should have switched out there, I think. I think I'm still okay. I'm bringing in Rayquaza right now. Rock Slide, Fire Punch, Protect Precipice Blades, probably. So now the question is, does your Xerneas Protect? Or do you just Dazzling Gleam Rock Slide? You know I have Hidden Power. Might actually lose this one. I think I'm going to Protect here. And I would Dazzling Gleam Rock Slide, honestly. So I'm gonna Dragon Ascent Groudon because... Oh no, I had the Fervent Wish. Well, we'll see. If he protects Xerneas, it's game. If he protects Groudon, it's also game for him. This could be really bad. Please don't protect. He didn't protect Zern. Okay. Wow! He Moonblasted! That's game 2 then. At least it should be. Yeah, because now Scizor should be able to finish up the job. Yeah, it doesn't knock out Groudon, but that's okay. Or, not necessarily, it's not over yet. And he Fire Punches Rayquaza, huh. For way more damage than I'd like. But now I can protect Rayquaza. Yeah. He's probably gonna Gleam. So, make sure I don't want to choke this right now. Go for a Hail Mary HP Water and protect. Yeah. Hopefully he protects with one of his too. That would also be really good. But the thing is, Groudon should be in faint KO range. So I can just sack Zapdos, bring in Scizor, and he protects Groudon. Nice. He's gonna Gleam. Yep, that's okay. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Now I get the free switching into Sizzy. Sizzy. Sizz coming down to the wire, ladies and gents. Let's think. So Finn should knock out Groudon here. Yeah, I just don't like the fact that he could Moonblast Scizor, and that could knock out after the chip. Or I guess I could just Bullet Punch Extreme Speed, right? But let's say he gets the double off. That would be bad. Which is why I want to Feint. Feint guarantees that I knock out Groudon here. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Let's say I Bullet Punch, he Dazzling Gleams, then it's a 2-on-1. Then I lose, actually. I could double up on Xerneas. Can Dragon Ascent Extreme Speed knock out? I think I'm gonna Feint Groudon, Dragon Ascent. No, I'm gonna Extreme Speed for Bullet Punch. Oh no, that could be bad. He did go for the double. Okay, that's fine. Maybe I should have doubled up onto Zern expecting that then. Okay, so he's in Bullet Punch KO range now. Feint knocks out Groudon. What does Zern do? Scizor is pretty frail. Okay, he Gleams. I should be able to survive that. Come on, Scizor. Come on. Oh. That wasn't even... Scizor, I love you, man. This is why you've been the MVP of my teams for such a long time. You're too good. I love you, bro. Okay, so that was anticlimactic. A Moonblast there could have changed things up. I went for the Extreme Speed because I didn't think another Bullet Punch would knock it out if it's bulkier. But the risk there is if he Moonblast and gets a crit or gets a really high damage roll somehow, and that actually picks up a knockout, then I lose my Scizor. Yeah, and so, I mean, kind of mind games there in the end. I could have Extreme Speed Bullet Punch it, but if he protects Zern and Fire Punches, then I just outright lose that, so I wasn't willing to make that hard of a read. So, we were able to split, or I mean, go 2-1 in today's episode, so first 3-game episode in a long time. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. It was really, really fun. That second one was heck crazy, man. Hella crazy. But it's definitely been a couple fun episodes with everything, so hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you to Hibiki for the team. Go check out his YouTube channel. That's linked in the description below. Go check out the last couple of episodes. Like I said, I think this is going to be the last one for a couple days, and maybe I'll ask Hibiki back since I love this team, and it's been so much fun playing with it. But yeah, the June International is this weekend. I might stream some games, maybe. If not, I'll play with the fun team and get some videos up on YouTube as well. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As always, leave a like if you did. This was a really fun one, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, much love and peace, guys.